I'm getting in the elevator and I have to go up to the astronaut office to get something. And as I start to come off on the second floor, the door opens and I'm faced Buzz Aldrin's looking at me. And he just got out of the lunar receiving laboratory. And he's a guy that just came back from the moon. So I say something very witty and I said, Buzz, how was the moon? He said, really good. It took 12 years to put the World Trade Center up. It took us 8.5 years to go from not having a clue how to get to the moon to being there and having 4 men, not 1 man, not 2 men, but 4 men were on the moon before the end of 1969. Yeah, there's only one thing in the entire mission that doesn't have backup, and that's the spacesuit when you're on the moon. If that spacesuit fails, you're it. When he went out on the moon, it was exhilaration more than anything. Like, oh my, what floods in your mind is 8 years of working 80, 90 hours a week, having no life, with everything that was going on, and flooding back and saying all the things, all the screw-ups that we had to fix, all of the changes, they're screw-ups. Let's face it, when you do something like this, and no one's ever done it before, you look it back and say, why did we do that? That was really stupid. And the realization comes, well, the real way we should have done that is this, So we're always finding things that we would want to go back and say, what a dumbass move that was. Every astronaut had to be measured and generally was different from the other astronauts. Everything was so custom that it really did slow us up, because we felt we could have something that would be more common and then do minor custom work. The whole thing had to be custom. So it was a riot to going through all these tests and finding out the problems that each guy had with the suit were completely different depending upon the anatomics of their body. It was a hostile place. So the specifications came out of data that was collected and came back from lunar probes that were put down there. And that's the baseline. The pressure vessel, we didn't need any. We know how to make a pressure vessel. Okay, so that we knew. But this was the big deal, because this is the one that's going to keep them alive on the moon. Thermal micrometeor environment. And so that took all of the 7.5 years that we were working on it, every second of it, because of modifications that had to be made all the time to it based on the training. The astronauts, as it turned out, there is no such thing as a common suit. These guys anatomically are very, very different.
At 15 seconds, guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Shadow. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. 30 seconds. Forward, drift. Contact light. Okay, engine stop.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're going to be busy for a minute.
Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American, standing on the surface of the moon. On this July 20th, 1969.
It's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Mission control, when they said the Eagle has landed, it was abrupt. They were all yays cheering. There was a good reason for that. They were running out of fuel, and T-minus 13, he landed. 13 seconds left. And they were holding their breath. They were, Neil, you land that thing. And he's flying around looking for some place to land it. And everybody's EKG is going crazy. And Neil's going, oh, yeah. Where you put that damn thing?